Hey, the Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 116. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel.
Yo.
Back at it again with another podcast. Before we get into this episode, as always, go subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't done so already, and
Yes,
hit the
sir.
post notifications bell so that way you are notified whenever we post an episode. And follow us on all of our other platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, literally anywhere else we could be found, including our audio streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and others that you listen to podcasts.
What a fucking pro. Holy shit. Let's go.
One breath. I was like, oh,
Let's
one breath.
go.
Gee, it's been a while, so I was waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, done. So yeah, today, Backlash. We're talking about Backlash since it's taking place this Saturday, May 6th. We're recording this on Thursday night, so yeah. So Backlash this Saturday in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the first Puerto Rican show in a while.
yeah,
Um,
since
are you
05.
hyped for the pay per view? Are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it. But not the whole card. I'll be straight up.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of just throwaways.
Because I was looking
So
at the card just now. I'm like, some matches are good, but some matches are like, let's see. We should see.
yeah. Yeah, like Omos
Omos,
and
Rollins.
Rollins is like, it's there.
Yeah,
Rhea and Zelina, cool. I feel like they didn't really build up Zelina though. But yeah, we'll get into it though.
we'll get into it. Yeah, yeah. Let's start off with that first match, though. The first one you mentioned, Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos. A match that was not even. I don't even know how they came up with those two to put into a match because that wasn't even like that was random when they announced
That
it.
was the last one I was. That was the last person I thought Rollins would be matched up with.
Yeah,
And like, I guess they try and build him up again, but like, they did this last year after Mania 2, after they made him lose, and then they did the same thing, try build him up again. And it's like, why
yeah,
keep on having him lose at Manias if you're just gonna try and keep building him? Like, let him get a win.
exactly, exactly.
He
I
should have
don't
won
like
this year.
yeah. I mean, he should have won this year. It doesn't make sense to have him lose to Brock, then have face
Exactly.
Rollins right after. I'm like, what are you gonna do? I guess he's like trying to like build him up as like a what do you call it? Like a showcase person. Someone just throw him out in the ring and be like, hey,
Yeah.
here's Omos, and like an attraction of some sort.
Yeah.
I
I
guess he's seven
guess.
foot three. He can move. Here's a big giant. It's
But
like,
like, you don't need him on the card.
yeah,
But I guess it's like you said, an attraction. I don't know,
yeah.
man. Who you got?
But okay, so for me personally, I don't mind who wins.
Yeah, I could.
I feel they're gonna give it to Rollins, just so he can help Omos and help build him up as like a great in ring talent.
Nah, I
Because
think.
I'm also curious to see how this is gonna go. I'm like, it's like it's a random matchup, no build up, but it's like I'm curious. Is it gonna be like a 5 minute match? Is it gonna be like a 10 minute match? I don't know.
It's gonna be like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Omos wins. It's gonna be a squash. Imagine a
oh man,
squash on
dude.
Rollins.
Yeah,
I got Omos winning though. Free agent, you know what I mean? Both
yeah.
brands. You gotta give him this win.
Yeah.
Give
I mean,
him
I
a win on pay per view, man.
I mean, when was the last time he had a win on a pay per view? Did he beat Braun Strowman that one time in that Saudi show or something? I don't remember,
I
but
don't
I feel
count
like
those.
yeah, but I feel like they just throw him into these matches. I'm like, give him a win. Like
Yeah,
I
like
don't
he
know,
should have won at Mania. We
he
we
should
we
have.
we discussed that already. He should have won. At least give him this one. Rollins could
Yeah,
take a loss.
and it's weird that like, I mean, I don't want to say weird, but it's like it's that whole free agent thing. Is like he's not on either
Don't even.
brand, and it's like
How did you feel about the draft overall this year? Let's talk about it real quick.
real quick, yeah.
Real quick.
I thought it was okay. I don't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was terrible. Some good call ups, from NXT. Some great moves to switch over to different brands.
Yeah.
Some surprise call ups that I didn't wasn't even expecting. But I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent. How about
Yeah.
you? What do you thought of it?
That was my thought too. It was decent. Nothing really like eye popping. Nothing that I didn't see coming. Um, the Bloodline being drafted. That was dope. And then
Yeah,
the Usos also being drafted separately, not with the Bloodline,
yeah,
was interesting.
yeah,
Again, the most interesting storyline going on right now. but it just doesn't have the momentum it did when Sammy was a part of it. But again, you could build that back up.
Yeah.
Now it's just figuring out what you're gonna do with the draft.
Now it's like you have these storylines that are happening for Backlash that are they're gonna have to end come Monday, because if you think about it, LWO versus Judgment Day, the whole shit going on, they're both on different brands now, so it's gonna have to end on Monday. This is gonna be
Yeah,
the last thing, and then done.
yeah,
And then same thing with the whole Sammy and Kevin Owens versus Bloodline shit. They're both on different brands. That's gonna end Sunday.
yeah. But they're double champs.
I feel like they're gonna relinquish one of them for
You think
SmackDown.
so?
I think so. So it might end, and then some match on Raw. They're probably gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna give these up for
Yeah.
SmackDown."
I forgot we didn't even get to talk about that last week because we didn't record.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on the belt?
it looks pretty nice. I like
You
it.
like it?
I like it. It looks pretty
I
cool.
I think it looks like hot fucking garbage. I hate that shit so much.
I think it
I
looks
feel like
beautiful.
they rushed it. There
It
was
doesn't
some
look rushed. It
they
doesn't
could
look rushed.
it it doesn't look rushed, but it feels rushed. You should give us some more time. Could have perfected that. You could have just brought back Big Gold and
Yeah,
called it a day. But they had to put the WWE mark on it because what's a belt without a WWE logo stamped
yeah,
on it? I just feel like they could have made it look a little nicer. It kind of looks like, you know how it has the W and then the globe in the background.
yeah. Is it the
It
IC title, the old IC title? That's how it
kind
looks.
of not even that. It gives me old UFC title vibes. That was just the UFC on the gold with the cage in the back, and that
Yeah.
was it. That's the kind of vibe it gave me. Um, but like I said, we'll see what happens with it.
hmm
Um, who you think? Who you think they're gonna pass that to?
I feel like at this point, a lot of people are saying either Cody or Seth, but I feel like it's up in the air with anybody.
Yeah,
Those are the two favorites, yes, but it's like for me, I think there's a lot of talent on Raw to where like it's up in the air.
yeah.
Like you can give it to anybody. And for me personally, I'd be like, they deserve it. That's cool, awesome, nice. But
So, what is the plan for the title?
so I think I think that eventually once um Roman loses one of them, they're just gonna get rid of the Universal.
I don't know. I think they're gonna keep those. I think they're gonna keep him with the two belts because Roman looks dope with two belts,
Yeah,
and whoever beats him is just gonna make it into one belt,
yeah. That's what
and
I mean. Like,
they'll get rid of one, and they'll probably keep the blue strap one since it's on these.
no, I don't. They definitely want to keep the WWE one because that's you can't just get rid of the WWE Championship like
It's the
that.
same fucking belt, just a different strap color.
It's a little different. I mean, no, because like I mean, yeah, keep it the name, but like it's maybe I don't like the whole like oh it's blue because on SmackDown, red is
Yeah,
on
it's
Raw.
blue because it's on SmackDown, Nick.
I know, but that's kind of corny. I don't like when they do that. It's like just keep the black belt. You don't have to change the color every time it switches brands. And
Nah,
it's like you have one,
that's
just keep it
the
like that.
but that's the most they could do to make it special. That belt is so like just boring.
You know what makes it
WWE
special?
titles are
When they ring the freaking bell. No, I'm trying.
Yo, listen, WWE belts. I was looking at it the other day. Now that they have the new one,
It's like $500.
yeah, they need to. They gotta find somebody else to create these belts, man.
Because they
I
look
hate
like
the
toys.
big logo on it. I hate just and it's so lazy. Like you said, you put a blue strap on it. Now it's a SmackDown belt.
Yeah,
Like you could have brought one of the old ones back, man. We don't always need something new, and that could tell you right there with the IC title when they changed it from the oval to the old school one.
yeah.
People weren't mad at that. We won't be mad if you bring back a new belt.
And
We will be mad if you give us a half-ass belt.
yeah,
But again, we saw it once. Didn't look the best for me. But again, maybe on somebody holding it, maybe that was just a bad photo. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
let's see what happens with it, how it looks.
And I think with the belts, I think because like I said, the current WWE Universal belts they look like toys.
Yeah,
Like the actual
yeah.
one that Roman holds, they look like toys.
Toys, yeah.
And it's like I think I get it. Like maybe they're trying to sell it online to kids
Oh,
and like
most
the whole yeah.
definitely. Most
And I
definitely.
understand the marketing strategy behind that, but it's like it doesn't feel like a world championship.
No, it
You know
doesn't.
what I mean? Like, like the old ones look beautiful. The spinner belt looked fucking legit, even though it had a spinner one, and that could be
I
kind
hated
of look
that
like a
spinning
toy.
thing. Yeah,
That one looked more legit than
but
the
it
current
sold a
ones.
lot. That's why they held on to it so much
Exactly.
because it sold. It was John Cena's belt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it sold. People wanted the spinning belt. Um, I'm still mad that they changed from the undisputed belt. They could go back to the Attitude Era one. I forgot what they called that. The Eagle one. The just
The Winged Eagle.
is that the Winged? No, the Winged Eagle's in like the early '90s, right? What's the one with
Okay.
the Attitude Era one? What they call that one?
I don't know.
Fuck it. The Attitude Era
Yeah.
belt I think is beautiful too. You could have brought that back. For you just to give me a belt where W just stamped on it, I guess. You know what I mean? We'll take it because we can't. They're not gonna fucking change it. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah.
be like, oh, people don't like this. Let's change it. We're just
Yeah.
gonna have to deal with it. But like, put some thought into it, man.
Exactly.
We
I
know,
mean,
like, we know y'all wrestling fans back there. Like, you could come up with
yeah.
better designs.
I don't think it's terrible. I
No,
still
it's not
like
the
it.
worst. It's not the worst. It's not like when New Japan created that new fucking triangle
Oh
belt
yeah,
that
the
just.
yeah the one that was like the Divas Championship.
Oh my god! And what about the fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling? What the fuck did they
The
call it?
television one, the television, the
Is
orange
it
one.
the television one? The one that Zack
Zack
Sabre
Saber
Jr.
Jr.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! That's just a fucking square. That's
Yeah.
just a television. Oh my
Oh
god!
God,
They
that's
that one had a lot of potential too, but they just.
they're just trying. I don't
It was just the letters in the middle that was just like, why is it so big?
know.
This was
Yeah,
a that was a WWE belt. It looked like it was like you had to let people know New
it's New
Japan,
Japan. Yeah,
not like we didn't know. You know what I mean?
exactly, exactly.
But
It's still cool.
back
I
to
think
back to
back
backlash.
back to backlash. Yes.
Back to
So
backlash.
Omos versus Seth. Did you have Omos winning?
Yeah.
I say Seth. I don't wouldn't mind if Omos won it, but I'm gonna say they're gonna give it to Seth for this one.
Yeah, I don't really care who wins, but I think
Yeah,
they're gonna give it to Omos just because since he is gonna be a free agent, he's gonna be hopping back and forth. You
I
give
think
him
this
a
is
big
gonna
win. You give him
I
a
think
big
this is gonna
win.
lead to something. I think I don't think it's gonna be like oh someone won and done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Something's like I think something might happen like afterwards to not continue that story, but like to continue building up Omos.
Yeah, they
You know what
got
I
to.
mean? I
They
think at
got
the
to.
end it's probably gonna benefit Omos that to be like, in this match at Puerto Rico because I feel like yeah, I mean this is a typical WWE thing to just throw in this match for no reason, but like I think there's more than just like just saying you have this match as an attraction.
Nah, I
You
really
know?
think it's just an attraction, Nick. Don't
I
look
don't
too
know.
much into
I
it.
don't know. To me,
Don't get your expectations high because
I'm trying
it is
not to, but like,
Omos.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is just an attraction, and it's just like
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's just to
I
say,
don't know
look at this 7 foot guy we have.
exactly. Yeah,
Cool.
because it's in a different country. They're probably gonna want to see like, oh, shit, this guy's big.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be something like remember that time? I think that was Mustafa Ali versus like Mansoor, and then like that some Saudi Arabian athlete came out and like, attacked one of them for no reason.
Oh
Remember that?
yeah.
I think something like that might happen. Like someone from Puerto Rico may
He
come
was like
out.
a boxer or some shit,
Yeah,
right?
some Olympic athlete. I
Yeah.
forgot,
What the
but
fuck?
I think something like that to where like some Puerto Rican athlete may come out face to face
Get
with
Carlito
Omos.
to come out and backstab him.
Oh, that'll be interesting. That'd be interesting.
I want to see Carlito on Saturday, man. I want to see him
I hope
doing
so.
something.
I
At
hope
least in
so.
the crowd, I hope do the.
Backstage, yeah, backstage, like he helps out with Bad Bunny.
Do like
That'd
a
be cool.
segment, something. Yeah, be cool. Do something, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I got Seth. I feel like Seth is gonna win.
Gotcha.
Next match on the card, we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship: Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed.
Another one that was just.
Like I felt like this was more of like a Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed thing. Didn't need to have Austin Theory in it.
It's to get the title off of Theory.
You think so? You think Bobby's gonna win it?
I think Reed's gonna win it.
Oh, but then he's on Raw though.
Pinning Lashley.
He's on Raw though. They already have Gunther over there.
Well, this is why you have the draft after a fucking Saudi show. You just don't make up a pay per view and then say, you know what? We're gonna have a draft before then. And
Yeah,
guess what? The titles are just gonna be. We'll see what happens.
yeah.
So you telling me Theory's gonna win because of the draft?
I think either I'm gonna say Bobby's gonna win because they're both on SmackDown. I think it's staying on
I
SmackDown.
don't want Bobby winning that shit again. I could. Oh my god.
Like I think I mean a lot of people are gonna say Austin Theory because there's so many matchups on SmackDown that he can go up against and defend it.
Yeah.
Like you have like an AJ Styles, you have a Grayson Waller now, you have LA Knight. There's so many matches, and I wouldn't mind any of those. But for some reason, like yeah, I think that Austin Theory is gonna win, kind of how he won that Survivor Series, to where
Okay.
like Bobby Lashley does like a spear to Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory just takes the pin. Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley wasn't looking, and then he retains it, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because, like I said, like I think this is just like a random thing to
Yeah.
add Austin Theory because it was more like a Bobby versus a Bronson type of thing.
I think
It,
it's just to get another title match on the card.
yeah, and another title match for Theory too. Who knows?
Yeah, I think they just try to spotlight him. You know what I mean? But also show love to this feud that's happening.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's gotta be Theory then.
yeah. I'm gonna change
I
my
don't want to
Theory.
hear no shit about Bobby winning this belt.
Yeah, I changed my mind now. I would say Austin Theory retaining it. I think he might retain it.
They did AJ dirty sending him to SmackDown.
I don't mind that. Like I
Yeah, but
think.
but with this new title, you could do so much. He
Oh
can't do
yeah, yeah,
nothing on SmackDown because Roman is the champion. He
yeah.
can't do anything.
But he can. There's so many.
AJ's a cool guy to give the first title to,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah,
have him be like that guy for Raw. And have him go against Finn, Priest, Cody. Who else? You know what I mean? There's a lot of
yeah.
people on Raw that you could do that with. SmackDown, he's just also Mia Yim being drafted with the OC.
I like that. I like her pairing with them.
Do you? Do
Yeah,
you?
I do. I don't mind it. It's not the worst thing. That's something they're giving her
I
something to do.
I think it's the worst thing in the world. I think this is the worst decision ever.
Wow.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. He was like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. You know what, Nick? Yes, it is. It is. You're fucking up the foundation of the OC, okay?
I mean, like, the only reason why I think Mia Yim is part of the
Also,
OC.
they got also before you go on, they also got to figure out what the fuck they want us to call her.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about it. It's like Michin, Mia Yim. Like, what are we calling her here? They announced her as both. I'm like, what is it? Like, I don't know.
That's like an AEW, the Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Is
Just
it
drop
yeah,
it.
yeah? Drop one of the names at
Or
least.
say Jack the Jungle Boy Perry. Mia Michin Yim, like a nickname.
Yeah,
Don't just call them that name and then 5 minutes later somebody else says,
Mia Yim. Like, yeah,
yeah, Michin got drafted. Oh yeah, oh look,
Mia
Mia Yim
Yim.
is
Yeah,
coming down the ramp. Like what?
yeah.
Yeah, shit like that pisses me off.
But the only reason why I think Mia Yim is still with the OC is because like
There's
I've
nothing
been
wrong.
reading shit of like how before she resigned, like I think they wanted her in Bullet Club. Like Jay White wanted to recruit her as like the first female
Yeah,
before Mercedes.
which would have been dope. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's like, hey, you put him with her, put him with the OC. Like it's technically the Bullet Club because they didn't really get kicked out, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, but
But it's like
it just looks weird. Like if she
I don't
was
know.
in Bullet Club
She's
for a little bit, right, and then got re-signed and then joined the OC, it was like, okay, cool, it kind of fits. Right now, it's just like they just threw her in there, and I'm like, she still looks odd to me in that group.
I think her character fits. That's why I don't mind
Yeah,
it. I think her character fits with it.
maybe it's got to grow on me. I'm still like, they were
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, the OC got drafted, and then they showed the picture. I was like, why? What?
Yeah. I thought it
This?
was temporary too, but
Yeah, I
then
was like,
like
this
it
is
grew
still
on me.
going. I thought it was just for a storyline. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's cool. I
But
don't
I
mind it.
guess so. But what we did get out of it is AJ Styles is back.
Yeah, it's
Shout
awesome.
out
I wasn't
AJ.
expecting to come like that night. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
me either. Shout out AJ, man.
Yeah, shout out
Fuck, we're
AJ.
off topic again, Nick.
Yeah, let's go
Fuck,
back to
back
yeah.
to Backlash.
Triple threat. We were talking about the triple threat.
Austin Theory's winning.
Yeah, I think
Austin-
Austin Theory is gonna retain
Yeah.
it. But there's so many matchups they can do with him on SmackDown,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for that.
I thought he was gonna get drafted to Raw, and I thought that's why he was in that title match.
Okay.
I was like, they're
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
take the title off of him, and he's gonna be in the storyline. I don't know if he would have been the first champion, but I think he would have been in that storyline for it.
That's what I was thinking too. I
But
was
then they got
like,
drafted to SmackDown, and I was like, okay, that does nothing.
yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, I I was thinking the same thing. Like, he should have been like in that picture because imagine how cool it would have been if like Austin Theory, like I don't want to say win the world championship right away, but like
Yeah,
at least say he's in contention for it. He challenges it for one day, and then or one pay per view or two.
yeah.
That would have been cool to see.
Are they doing a tournament for it?
They haven't said shit about it. They just said that Night of Champions they're
So what they
crowning.
should have done, Triple H should have did.
But I'm assuming
Um,
they're doing a tournament for it. I'm assuming they are.
I would guess so.
Yeah.
Unless they do just a random Raw match that they're like, we're picking 4 people. This is the Fatal 4 Way. The last 2 people in this elimination match is gonna fight at some.
Or two fatal four way matches, and then the winners of those
Yeah,
face.
maybe.
Yeah.
But like, he should have gave it to someone.
Yeah.
He should have gave it to someone. Same way he was given the big gold. He should gave that belt to someone.
Or like at least do like a fatal four way, like did the Universal Championship, and Finn had to give it up. Remember when like Triple H
Oh yeah,
pedigreed?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he gave it to Owens. Nah, but I'm talking about like, yo, like, cause that's how he got the big gold. He got the big gold because the draft happened, and then I think Vince brought it back, or was it Vince or Bischoff? I forgot who brought it back and was like, "This is your belt now." Gave it to him, and that's how the Reign of Terror began.
Yeah.
We should have gotten that with Triple H, him giving the belt to someone.
But I guess like the Reign of Terror was like that Kevin Owens thing I mentioned with the Universal Championship. It
Eh,
kind of would have felt like that type of thing.
I guess. Nah,
So I
but I
guess
feel like him giving it to this is like, all right, this is the guy WWE is going with.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he should have gave it to one of his guys.
I mean, but then if they would, I mean, if they would have given that to Austin Theory, it would have felt like exactly like with the Money in the Bank last year. It's like again with this shit, but
Yeah.
like it still would have been cool. Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
It sounds cool, but it's like it's like a
Cause he's
repeat of
Vince's
last.
protege. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but at least like it would have been cool to see him on Raw and like compete for it, even if
Oh
he doesn't
yeah.
win it. That's what I thought too. So I was like, oh shit, because I thought Bobby Lashley or Bronson Reed was gonna go rather to SmackDown than like Austin Theory to Raw. It's like okay, he's gonna lose it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of confusing, but I was like, I guess he's gonna. We'll see what he's gonna do over there.
Yeah, facts.
Because they also have a lot of young stars. They got. I think Samantha now is underrated in terms of the NXT drafts. I know I don't want to go off topic again,
Yeah,
but
they
because we
got
do
a
have a
lot
whole
of
card.
NXT
Yeah,
pickups.
good ones. They got good ones. But yeah, I got Austin Theory
We
ready.
shall see.
Yeah,
I
we
got
shall see.
Austin Theory winning too.
Cool. Next match on the card: Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Who do you have in this one?
EO.
Ooh.
EO. It's time, Bianca. It's time. It was your time at Mania, and they didn't want to give it to Asuka. It's your time now, and they're gonna give it to EO. And if they don't, I'm calling Asian hate on this. Fuck out of here.
Oh man. I want Io to win too. Like I'm on the same boat, but I feel like they're gonna keep it on Bianca for this. I mean, not like permanently, like for a long time. I think this is like the last time she's retaining it. Then maybe the next pay-per-view she loses it, like a Night of Champions or something.
Nah, she loses it now, man. She loses it now.
Like I do want, like I said, I do want.
Also, wasn't she drafted to the other show?
Yeah, like she's a Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown, but so is Io Sky. So it's gonna stay on SmackDown regardless. But what I think,
Yeah, they're
what
gonna
I
do the switch off because
no, what I think is gonna happen.
Blue has to be on SmackDown, Red has to be on Raw, so they
Yeah,
have to do the swap, Nick.
what I think is gonna happen though.
Don't forget the colors.
I know. But what I think is gonna happen though,
What?
I think there isn't gonna be a swap. I think that they're just gonna give Bianca and Rhea new championships.
Like the new one that we have?
Well, not the same design, but like kind of similar to like, hey, you're getting a new like championship, like like maybe one of them is like the WWE Women's Championship, the other one's like the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, or something different names. I don't care. And then like it's technically the same title reign, but different titles. Remember back in 2016 when
Mm-hmm.
the bar was the WWE Tag Team Championships. Mick Foley
Yes.
gave him the Raw. That still continued on as the same titles. They're going to do the same exact thing. Like,
Okay.
here's your title. You don't have to relinquish anything. Your title reign continues, but just a new name for the championship. There's no switch off. There's just same title, 365, whatever day she's holding it for. Just a new name and new design. That is it.
I don't
Same
know,
thing for
man. They
Rhea.
gotta do the swap.
I think
It's
that's the
Rhea
best
and
way to do it.
Bianca. You two top
Because you,
NXT people. You gotta have that picture of the swap.
yeah, but Rhea just won the championship.
Yeah.
Why are you going to have her lose the reign already?
No, she doesn't lose the reign. It's just swapping the belts.
I mean, I guess.
Or you have the Raw Women's title on SmackDown, the SmackDown's Women's title on Raw,
And then, yeah.
right? Is
Or
that how it is?
maybe what they'll do is
Yeah.
just like wait till Money in the Bank and like have the winner cash in on the other show so that way they bring
This
it
is
back.
why you figure shit out before you do a draft.
Yeah.
This is why you figure shit out.
That's I mean that's the best. That's why I said the different titles because like I think that's what I'm thinking they're doing unless they're doing a trade. They're
You
or
know
anything
what
I'm
I
doing.
think we should do? I think we do a WCW 2000. Shout out Vince Russo, and just strip every one of their belts and just start brand new. Imagine they did that.
That's what I was thinking with the tag belts too.
Yo,
If they're
that's
gonna change the tag belts, change those too. Like they don't have to be called Raw or SmackDown anymore.
oh the nickel
Forget that.
belts.
Yeah, the two like yeah, just strip one of them, change the name. Don't even focus on the colors and the names. Like don't call it Raw or SmackDown Tag Championship.
So
Just call
just
it WWE or World Tag Team Championships.
so now that they're the world champions, right? They're on Raw.
Yeah, they're on Raw.
Does SmackDown get tag belts or no?
That's still thinking that they may strip the SmackDown ones from them, so that way SmackDown gets a title. So that they don't need two belts anymore. The only reason why they did it was
They
for the
never needed
Usos.
it.
Yeah, they didn't
No,
because the Usos had it.
The Usos didn't need it. They just gave it to them because they were like, "Yo, this shit looks dope."
Yeah,
I'll
but that's what I'm
also
saying.
never,
Like,
I'll also never forget that they gave Solo a belt just so that when they did a press
mm,
conference, all of them had belts. Do you remember that?
he won the North American Championship for like
They
a week.
did. What was the press conference for? Was it SummerSlam?
I think it
No.
was Logan Paul, the Logan Paul fight.
Yes, because
Yeah,
it was after Clash. Yeah, so he gave him the belt just so that he could show up and have something around his arm, and then the next Tuesday they stripped him of it.
yeah,
Even though he showed up on like WWE TV with it for a week, they
yeah.
were
He
like, "Oh no,
defended it
you."
on SmackDown.
Yeah,
I'm
and they
like,
were
yeah,
like, "No, you're not champion." So like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah. It was weird.
Again, we're off topic.
Yeah, I don't know
Next
why.
match, Nick.
Yeah. But no, Bianca. We were talking about the Bianca Io
Bianca,
Sky
yeah,
match.
Bianca.
Yeah.
I think Bianca loses. I think it's time. I think it's time. Yeah,
Yeah. For
I
her.
thought it was time at Mania. We talked about
Yeah,
this.
we talked about that. Yeah. But I mean, between the two women's matches, I think this is the one where Bianca. This is when the title may change.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, like, how they're gonna swap it. Like, maybe are they gonna be like, hey, just swap it now? Maybe
Maybe
they
they.
don't have to restart the title reigns.
Nah,
I
it's not gonna
guess.
restart the reigns.
I
They're
hope
just
not, because
they're just gonna change the title of the. You know what I mean?
yeah, the
Like they're gonna
Bianca's is
be.
the SmackDown and
Yeah, like
Rhea's
they're
as well.
still gonna be women's champion on their resume.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's gonna say women's champion won this, lost here.
yeah,
But they're just changing the belts and brands. But it's still the same title reign. I would still count that as the same title reign,
yeah,
no matter what.
yeah. But yeah, I actually wouldn't mind it because I think that'll add more to the story of Damage Control. Like, oh, Bailey couldn't beat Bianca, but Io
Exactly.
could,
And
and this was
then
her first try at Bianca.
yeah,
That's
this is
sick.
why I think we're getting Damage Control at SummerSlam.
Triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because I think Dakota's gonna win the Money in the Bank.
Mm.
Io's gonna be champion, and Bailey's gonna feud with Io, trying to get a title shot. And somehow, some way, we should end up with a triple threat. I think that would be a cool idea. But again, they're saying the whole Bailey thing with oh my goodness, not Bailey. I lied. So yeah, I'd say that's gonna be the triple threat match.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But I could see that happening because like I know the whole purpose of damage control was to like help build up Io and Dakota.
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna do that, have Io win now. As you said, have Dakota just win Money in the Bank. Have them feud. One of Io or Dakota goes over at SummerSlam in the triple threat match, and then boom, you have two stars. Both of them have
Dakota.
held the title, the
Yep.
tag titles, and their singles championships in a year.
That's why
That's sick.
that's why I'm saying triple threat, because I say Dakota pins Bailey
Yeah.
at SummerSlam.
For like, is that like her cash in? Like she cashes in at SummerSlam, or like
No, like she's cashing it in. Like she
oh
announces
after?
it. She announces it.
Okay, like beforehand, like oh I'm cashing at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Like maybe they
yeah,
already have Io and Bailey set,
yeah,
and Dakota's like on Bailey's side the whole time, and then she's like, you know what? I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank, and it's gonna be a triple threat match. That's a big SummerSlam match.
yeah. That would be.
You know what I mean? I think that's a big moment. And like you said, in a year, you held the tag belts, and you each held the world title.
Yeah, that's sick. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's
Right?
insane, and
Right?
they deserve that.
Yeah, hell
Honestly,
yeah.
like then they got what Bailey wanted. It just
Yeah, you
sucks because
finally
like
got Becky out the title picture.
yeah,
Give
you're
it to
done
new
with this whole
people.
Bianca Becky thing.
Yeah, give
They're
it to new people.
yeah.
And they don't have, not everyone has to have a fucking 5 month run. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? We can have EO be champion
3 months.
till SummerSlam. Or maybe she's champion till Money in the Bank and Dakota cashes in, because we know they love the women
Same
cashing
day
in the
cashing.
night out of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
who knows? But I think that triple threat Money in the Bank would be fire.
It would be. It would
Especially
be.
with all three of them. I think that would be dope.
Yeah, so I do got now I want Io to win.
See, we
Now I
want
want Io to win.
EO. We want EO,
We
man.
want Io. And I think
Yup.
it's like, it'll be stupid not to, because it's like again, the whole point of this damage control trio was to put over Io and Dakota. If neither
Exactly.
of them are going over as single stars, what is the point? Like you're literally just making a fool out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like they made Bailey a fool over the past year that they've been a thing.
Don't even start with that. 1,000% they have.
Yeah.
One thousand
Because
percent.
she lost match after match after match after match. I can go on and say that for the rest of the hour we're doing this.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
then they
like,
fucking sacrificed her one-on-one match at Mania with Becky for a fucking 3-on-3 match with fucking Trish, who we haven't seen in a while, and Lita,
yeah.
who was moving in fucking slow motion.
Yeah, they deserve better than what they got treated like. They deserved better.
Lita, oh my god. Thank God that she hasn't been on TV. Thank God she's
Yeah.
away from this storyline, and they're gonna do Trish and Becky. Trish got drafted too. I found that funny. It
Yeah.
was almost like when they drafted that wrestler last year. What was his
Heaves
name?
Decent.
Yeah, we're gonna see her for like 2 months, and she's out after SummerSlam. You know
Yeah,
what I
really.
mean? Like,
Really.
and Steve said we just never saw. We saw him at Mania.
We
He did
see him at TV just doing random shit for no reason, then like he dips for another fucking year or so. And it's like what I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand it.
Me neither.
But I found that funny. But yeah, Bailey deserves better. So like, at least putting her in the title picture, right, and having her have the match with these two girls who she's been rooting for, and she brought back. She
Yeah.
convinced them to bring them back. For her to put them over and help elevate them, I think that's all she wants. Like, I think Bailey's at the point of her career. I'm sure everybody wants to win, right? Everybody
Yeah.
wants to win and have the title, but also you get remembered for stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For moments like that, because if you have a sick ass storyline, people are gonna remember. Yo, Io, Dakota, Bailey. Like, remember that year run they had as Damage Control, and then they broke up, and they had that crazy ass match at
Mhm.
SummerSlam. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
throughout the months, you could have different matches. You could have Dakota versus Bailey, Dakota versus Io versus Bailey. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and switch it up and have brand new life in the women's division.
Yeah. And I think their women's division isn't that bad.
No, it's just they keep using the same fucking people.
And I'm glad it's mixed up though. I
Yeah.
feel like it's evenly mixed up to where it's not this like yeah, some people switch brands, but it's like it still feels like it's completely different. You know what
No,
I
yeah,
mean?
but right now, like what the age we're going through is so awesome because we're finally seeing new people. We saw
Yeah,
Rhea take down Charlotte. You know what I
yeah.
mean? We're getting Rhea now. Bianca's been a new face for 2 years now, but guess what? There's
There's
newer
newer
faces
faces. Yeah,
around, and they deserve the belt. And guess what? She don't need it no more. There's
hmm
people that need the belt to create them. She's held it long enough, and she's already a star.
she could
She
definitely
does.
win it again at another
Oh no,
point.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, she right now, even though she's only been around for a short time, I look at her like I look at Rollins. I love to see them win. I want them to do good. But guess what? They don't need to be in the title picture. It'll be
yeah,
cool, but
yeah,
they don't need it. They could sell a match without it having to be a title.
yeah. That is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
so
It's like,
that's why I feel like it's time for her to just lose it. I
and
thought she
they're,
was gonna do it to Asuka.
yeah. I mean, I know, me too. I thought she was going to lose to Oscar. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know, but yeah, I do want Io Sky winning now. I do feel like it's her time.
Yeah, it's
That storyline would make sense. That whole triple threat thing for SummerSlam. Now
yeah.
I want to see that happen. I want
Because
to see that happen.
right now there's nothing really set for the summer with
Yeah,
storylines and stuff. I feel like this is gonna be the setup.
like
Like
I
this
said,
and the
like
Saudi show are gonna be the two setups for what we're gonna be seeing in the summer.
I feel like the draft basically shook things up to where you can get to see fresh storylines.
Yeah,
You know, like yeah, Bailey
which
and
is
Bianca
supposed to
feuded
do,
for a
man. We
year
want
and
to,
shit.
we want to see different stuff.
Yeah, we want to see different stuff. Like I would have been tired if we see like Bianca and Bailey one more time again. Like, yo,
Yeah,
give us somebody else a chance. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like there's other people in the roster that want that shot.
yeah,
But yeah, I got EO. Man, I'm excited. Now I'm excited for this match.
yeah. I got man.
I don't want to get it over my head and stuff like that. But
No,
like if
yeah,
it,
but right, it makes sense. That would be the
yeah,
way to go.
it does. It
What
does.
other woman right now would you give the Money in the Bank to?
Yeah, Dakota. If EO doesn't
Ronda,
win, if
Liv. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's nobody
yeah,
built up right now. At least these three women, you got them built up enough that it's believable. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
they could make it happen, and people are fans of all three of them. It would create I think a good storyline. To be honest.
This may be like this may sound weird to say, but like I think EO is built up right now to where like if she wins, some people won't think of it as like a surprise victory for her. But I
Mm-hmm.
think for other people, it may seem like a surprise. Like,
Yeah,
oh shit, she beat Bianca.
people haven't
And
been paying attention because
exactly. And
EO's been walling.
I don't think people will be mad at it either because it's EO.
No.
People love EO. She's like the
Yeah.
one that between the three that people love the most.
Exactly.
If you give her the title, if you have her beat Bianca, she's a star already. You know what I mean? If you haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen her in NXT, go check out how important she was back then, killing shit when she won the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
She was killing it down there. She had banger of matches against anybody. She grinded up to this position. Bailey wanted to join her with this damage control thing. There's a reason why she's up here, not because it was like a eeny meeny miny mo. Like I want you to be up here. No,
Yeah.
there's a reason why Bailey wanted her up here. And if she wins, cool. That's awesome. It's a great thing. If she doesn't, well, it sucks. But you know,
Yeah. It
yeah,
sucks,
it
but
sucks. It'll be cool
nah, that's
either
a
way.
fact. Yeah.
So
I
yeah, I
just
want Io to win.
yeah, I just like that there's like you said, people are mixed up enough that now you could do new things with them. Like SmackDown looks so much different,
Yeah,
and you could do a lot there. You could do a lot, especially
yeah,
with EOS champion.
yeah,
Like, come on, man.
yeah. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah.
Next
Yo,
match on the card is the six-man tag match between the Bloodline and then Matt Riddle versus Matt Riddle, undisputed tag team champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Do you think the Bloodline would get the victory, or do you think KO and Sami Zayn and Riddle?
100%. The bloodline is winning this.
I agree with you on that one.
The
I
bloodline's winning.
1000% agree.
Yeah. They gave you Mania. You should be happy you got the moment you got at Mania.
I think I think they should give Solo the pin.
Solo's getting them. I
Yeah,
believe
I mean
that
like have him
too. Yeah.
pin the other person.
Uh-huh.
And I think he should pin Riddle to make it fair, so that way it's not like you're pinning one of the tag champs who won at the main event of Mania.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, I feel like that would make it kind of like, okay, what was the point of the win? But
Nah, because it's Solo. Solo's a fucking beast, bro.
yeah,
That's
Solo's a beat. I mean, it'll
why.
make Solo look strong, but it's like,
Now, if the Usos pin Kevin or Sammy, then it's like, ugh.
yeah,
But if Solo does it, I don't really have a problem with it. But I really think he should pin Riddle, like
yeah,
you said.
that
I
would
agree.
make the most sense
Yeah,
to
I
do.
agree with you there.
And once that happens again, like I said before,
Solo,
they're on
baby.
different brands. That's the end of the feud right there,
Yeah, that's it. Over.
and it's over with. We don't need to have like, oh, another rematch. Like, no, we're
Nope,
good.
it's
We're
over.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll probably do one at Saudi. You know,
I,
Saudi, I
I
think will be the last match that will be the last show before like the real draft kicks off. Just because I know how WWE is.
yeah, I think as of right now, it's still unified. So it's like, okay, maybe a
Yeah,
SmackDown tag team can go for it still.
yeah,
So they'll be the ones to go after it. But I also feel at the same time, what they should do is just strip the
they should.
SmackDown ones. They'll still keep their title reign. It's not gonna hurt them.
No.
Get that one over to SmackDown, and then they're good. But I'm pretty sure
Plus,
they're
they
gonna
don't
give.
look right carrying two belts.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
was
the
thinking,
Usos look dope with it.
and it was meant
Roman
for them. It
looks
was meant for
tough
them.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't look right with it. Just give them the one belt.
yeah, exactly. Then they have two separate brands having two banger of tag team storylines. The
Exactly.
tag team divisions got better. That's what I
Yeah.
like. Both brands have tag divisions that are pretty cool, and I'm excited for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I don't know. The tag division still pisses me off in WWE. I'm happy they called up
Pretty deadly.
my Pretty Deadly. Yeah.
Yeah,
They deserve that.
they did. They did. They
They
did. I'm happy
deserve
for them.
that. They should be in the title picture 100%.
Yeah.
But hopefully you're right. Hopefully this gives them a chance to spotlight more tag teams, man.
And the way to do that is by splitting up the tag belts. I feel like
Yeah.
that was the one big issue with the Usos. Like, yeah, they were defending on both shows. They weren't like great tag teams during that time, but it's like if you split it up, you get two tag pictures in two tag team titles and two different storylines that are highlighting the tag teams better. So it's
Yeah,
like
facts.
I think now it's making more sense that they're doing that, and it's like cool. Split them up, give SmackDown their old belts, have like a tournament to crown the new champions.
Yeah, like they did with
And
Rhino and Heath.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
then like I said, you got a division, use it.
They
Um,
just hate tag team wrestling.
I guess so. Yeah,
They
I guess.
I don't know why.
Like it's looking good on paper. If you look at if I show you the divisions, you think, oh shit, this is awesome. But it's like do something with it. Like,
Bro, they have so many tag teams and it's just like they're not doing nothing, bro.
and they just called one up. You just talked about it. They called one up for what? Not do anything with them? Like, what's the point? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man.
They're starting to rebuild the women's tag team division. That's cool, I guess. They're doing something for once with it.
Yeah, they're trying at least.
Yeah, but if you're trying with them, try with the men's too. The men's, you have, like I said, you have something. Just use it. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I
no,
think,
it's 100%. 100%.
but I don't know. Yeah, I
Cause
just
like
think
Viking Raiders, you know what I mean? Like
Imperium.
OC, Imperium, Profits. Like there's so many tag teams that you're just not doing nothing with.
Yeah,
They're just there.
yeah. I don't know.
I
I
don't
just
know,
they
man.
deserve those tag teams deserve better. Just
Oh,
figure it out.
100%. 100%.
And I think by having maybe maybe by Solo winning, we'll give like hey, we won our 6-man tag match. Maybe we get those tag titles again. But it's like y'all didn't pin us. Solo pin Riddle. Like,
Yeah.
the
But
I get
also, if
it.
you strip them, the Usos are on SmackDown.
Yeah, they can still win it back.
Which is so crazy to me that Roman got drafted to SmackDown.
You thought he was going to Raw,
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's
but
their bread. They
it's Fox
love
though.
Raw.
It's Fox. Fox
But
probably wanted
Fox
Roman.
said you're wildin' if you
Yeah,
think you're
it's like
taking
we
the
want
champ, baby.
Roman.
They said, here's some money. Make a fucking rinky dink champ and put that shit on Raw. We're keeping this champ. Fuck
Exactly.
out of here.
They schemed Raw. Like, yo, we trade
Hell
Roman
yeah.
for a belt.
They put Roman there. They put Cody on Raw, and I was like, boom, that's it. Cody's gotta win this belt down the
Yeah.
line now.
He's out to finish the story. Is that still finishing the story, but the belt's on
Finishing,
the other show? It's like, I
finish
don't
the
know.
story. This
Uh,
guy. I'm like,
I don't
yeah,
even
but
know.
the other belt's on the other fucking show.
Exactly. Yeah, what is he gonna do for a year? Fucking wait? I don't know.
But you better hope for a crossover episode or
He
some
better win
shit.
the Money in the Bank if he's gonna fucking do that shit.
Wait, so now is it two Money in the Banks? Are we getting Money in the Bank SmackDown, Money in the Bank Raw?
That's what I think. I said this a while. I feel like I said it on the podcast, or well, I don't know if we got it on recording, but like I remember saying at some point where it's
I
like
remember you brought it up. Yeah,
they should bring that back, but
they
then
should.
they were still probably gonna have a women's one too. You know, I wouldn't mind 3 Money in the Banks, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
like
Now we gotta sit
yeah,
through.
no, I wouldn't
You
mind
know
three.
what? You know.
Dude, I personally wouldn't mind 3 Money in the Banks, but I'm just saying like
No, but then they
I don't
gotta
think they
do
would
two
want to do it.
women's.
Oh, four, two women's. Okay, that I
That's a
think four.
lot.
Yeah, four's a lot. Four's a
That's
lot.
a lot. But you can't give the men Raw and SmackDown, and not give the women's.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that's why the Money in the Bank pay per view should be only that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it's like it's only focused on that.
Maybe
Maybe like one match.
those four matches, and maybe one women title, one men's title.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. There you go.
Yeah, that's 6 matches. That's good. Cool.
Exactly. Boom. There we go.
Yeah. That should be how they roll. I mean, it makes sense cuz I remember
Yeah, bring back the two. But that's the only thing with the two Money in the Banks. You gotta do it for both now. You can't
yeah.
just do it for the men and call it a day.
Yeah,
Cause you know hell will break loose online.
exactly.
You're not
And
giving women a
that's what makes it I
chance.
think that's what makes it important. It's like if you have two separate ones, it's like okay, cool. You know,
Yeah.
now
But that also builds it up for the brand because you don't gotta worry about people popping over to the other brand.
yeah, exactly. Now
So you gotta
now
have
they
a
have
draft, and now 2 months later, this dude won the Money in the Bank, and he's gonna be on both shows.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah.
sense did that make then, bud? What
Yeah.
sense did that make?
In 0 sense. I don't know.
So yeah, I think the 4 Money in the Bank matches, a women's title, a man's title.
Yeah.
There goes your pay per view.
That's it. That's it. And then you have it's in the
The
UK,
IC
so I
and
think either
the IC belt,
yeah,
or
Gunther. Have him in the
like I said, the champions, the mid card champions, should be in the Money in the Bank.
yeah.
And now
Yeah.
that they're on both two different brands,
You have him on 2 different matches.
exactly.
That's even perfect.
Come
It's
on,
even
man.
perfect. We got it right for this company,
How
man. I
don't
swear to
they
God.
hire us?
I don't know. They're not listening. Someone got to put them on and be like, hey,
Someone's got
these guys are on
fucking
something.
yeah. I'm giving you fucking gold here, and they keep digging themselves in deeper, and we're trying to help them.
Exactly. Exactly. We're helping them. We're not trying to shit on them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I got the bloodline winning, but Solo's
Bloodline.
taking Solo's pinning
Yeah.
Riddle.
Yeah.
Next matchup, the SmackDown Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega.
We really gotta
Um,
talk about this one.
I want to talk about this one
Let's talk about it.
because I actually don't mind this feud. I don't
Oh,
hate
I
it
don't mind the feud at all either. I don't mind the
because
feud.
like I know people are going to say like, oh, because Zelina is from Puerto Rico, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Oh,
this
100%. That's why they did it.
no, this story has been going on before Mania, so it's like,
Nah, but they knew what they were doing.
yeah, I know that, but it's like,
But they still haven't.
it makes sense.
I'm not even mad at the storyline. Yeah, I'm not mad at the storyline, how they're treating it. I just feel like they're not building Zelina up enough to make me believe that she could take the title off of Rhea.
Yeah,
That's the only problem I'm having with it. I love the
get it.
storyline. I like the match. I think they're both great in the ring. I just feel like they're really not selling us on Zelina.
that
Like,
is
yeah,
true.
we would all like to see Zelina win, right? Everyone would like to see her win a title. But logically, Rhea just won it, right? So they're not going to give her a 1 month reign.
Yeah.
Would be wild if they did. Two, even if you're not thinking about that, you're looking at it. I'm looking at it like, yo, Zelina really hasn't done nothing to make me think she could pin Rhea, except for like taking her down a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing that has really been like, ooh, like she could fuck up. I think Rhea's gonna throw her around the ring.
I think so. I think it's gonna be still a good
I think it's gonna
match.
be a competitive match though. I don't think they're gonna do a squash.
No, that
No
would be
shot.
stupid. That would
Yeah,
be
no
stupid.
shot.
I if this would have happened like a few months down, I would have been like, okay, cool, maybe
Yeah,
Zelina would win. You know.
yeah. But right now, no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell
it'll
you
be too soon.
right now too. Before we go on to the next match, I'm very mad that Escobar is just a background character right now. I'm so fucking angry at that, and I'm so mad that he's going to SmackDown and the other fucking belt is on Raw, and I'm
That's yeah.
so pissed about that.
Yeah, it's just that
Oh,
like I think it's gonna be kind of like we'll get into it with the another match later on, but it's like I think he'll get his time as a singles competitor with this group. You know what I
bro,
mean?
he's what they wanted from Andrade, but
Yeah,
Andrade just couldn't learn English fast enough.
Santos knows
He
English.
knows English. He knows Spanish. He
Yeah,
can speak on the mic. He doesn't need someone to talk for him.
yeah,
He just put Zelina in because I don't know why, because it just fit the group, which is cool.
yeah,
But like, why aren't we doing anything with this guy?
yeah. Exactly. I don't
Why
know. This
aren't
doesn't
we
make sense.
getting Escobar versus Dominic at
That
Backlash?
that
Why
could have
couldn't
been a
we
match
build
too.
that up? Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a match.
Why couldn't we have built that up?
Or you could have Santos
Like
versus Finn.
respect your father. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Yeah, or Finn.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I
but it
guess
is what it is.
I guess at some point he's gonna get his shine as a single star
Hopefully.
eventually.
Yeah,
I don't
hopefully.
think I'm not like trying to lose hope on Santos soon. I think I'm gonna give him a couple more months. If they're not
No,
doing anything
yeah.
much, then okay, something's going on here. But I think he'll get his time
My
this
whole
year.
thing though right now, right, is I feel like they're trying to dip back into the Hispanic community, right?
Yeah,
Because I feel like they've been out of it a little bit, right? So now they have Bad Bunny back. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Ray just went to the Hall of Fame. They're getting the Hispanics back slowly. They're doing a show in Puerto Rico. So why not
hmm
get one of your top Hispanic Latino wrestlers
yeah,
to fucking wrestle in Puerto Rico?
yeah, yeah. I know.
Like
That's
I
how
said, Escobar versus Dominic, Escobar versus Finn. You could have did anything.
exactly, exactly.
You could even did a
And
tag match with Ray. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah. The
something.
Ray and Santos
How's
is
Ray not even on the card? I'm not
yeah.
even like the like. Come on.
I think we'll get into it later, but like I feel like he will be on the card. But somehow. But we shall see. But I got Rio winning.
Yeah, Rio.
Again, it's too I would love to say Zelina because I love Zelina, but it's too soon to give it the title. And
Yeah,
it's just like you said, the storyline was like it's been going on for quite some time before Mania, but it's like you said, they haven't done much to kind of make me believe that Zelina's gonna pin Rhea.
exactly.
Um, but yeah, so it's also too soon for Rhea. It's only been a little bit over a month. I don't think it's time for her to lose it. It'll be
Nah,
dumb
no
if they did
shot.
this
Yeah,
soon. Um, so I don't. Yeah, I got Rhea winning this. There's no shot she's losing it this soon.
yeah. I
Um,
agree.
yeah, so I got Rhea. Next matchup on the card is the street fight between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Now I'm glad it's a singles match. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I'm glad it's a singles match
me too.
because it's now giving Damian the shine that he's deserved over the past year he's been with Judgment Day.
1000%.
Because we've been talking about this for a
1000.
while. We've been talking about this. Damian got no shine.
Gets no love.
It was yeah. He was only Finn, only Dom, only Rhea. Now
Mm-hmm.
he's getting his shot. Whether he wins or loses, I think this is gonna put mean a lot to Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Maybe you
100%.
give him a shot for the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe put him in Money in the Bank. Maybe do something big with him because this is his
Yeah,
opportunity to shine. He's gonna kill it regardless. He's
yeah.
gonna help Bad Bunny put him over.
I would love to see
Um,
him in Money in the Bank. But yeah, he's
yeah,
gonna he's this is gonna be a dope match. I actually think this should main event the show.
yeah.
Um,
I think so too. It makes
I
sense.
think this is gonna be a great match. This is, to be honest, out of the whole card, I'm looking forward to this match the most,
hmm
and not
Yeah,
only because of Bad Bunny, because my son Damian Priest. Like
exactly.
I've been waiting for this, and I know he's gonna show out. And I'm so excited.
Me too. I love this.
Now I think he should win,
Yeah,
but knowing fucking WWE, they might give it to Bad Bunny.
I think they're gonna do something to where like I was saying this before, but like I think this is how they're gonna tie in Ray in this match. Maybe they're gonna come out because it's technically no rules.
Yeah,
So I think they're gonna get involved somehow.
I think Bad Bunny's gonna win by like interference.
Yeah, like then they're gonna have Judgment Day come out because they're kind of even the odds.
Yeah,
Here's my prediction. Here's my prediction. if you think about it, um, it's Ray and LWO, Ray, Santos, Cruz, and Joaquin Wild. It's four.
Uh huh.
With Bad Bunny, if you make it five. And then you have really Damian Priest, Finn, and Dom. I think that JD McDonough might debut with the Judgment Day at Backlash to
You
kind of
think
even it
so?
odds a little bit.
Okay.
I think that's how they're going to introduce him. I know it technically starts on Raw on Monday, but I think that's how they're going to introduce it to even the odds to kind of, even though the storyline pretty much going to finish at Backlash since they're both on different brands.
Yeah.
I think that's how you introduce him and like introduce him to the faction at least.
Okay.
They kind of introduce it that way. Maybe after the match, that's how he wins. Maybe JD McDonough just interferes and costs Damian Priest or Bad Bunny the match to help Damian Priest win it.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
I can
oh,
see
who's this
that.
guy? Then next night on Raw, JD McDonough from NXT, blah blah blah. Then he's in the Women's Judgment Day.
Yeah. I can see that.
That's probably how they're gonna do it.
I'm not mad at that, to be honest.
Because he was somebody that I was not expecting, but I was like, well deserved call up right there.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, it was one of
Because
those
you
random
know
ones, but it was like dope.
yeah, you know that I'm a big JD McDonough guy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's your
shit, this
guy
is
right
pretty cool.
there.
Yeah.
I remember we argued when Sand Deliver happened. That was like
Yeah.
Escobar got.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about the Escobar
Yeah.
versus
Hell
JD. I
yeah.
was like, even though I don't like the name change, Jordan Devlin was completely fine.
I thought it was fine. I
Yeah.
thought it was dope.
But it was like they didn't even change Tyler Bates. I don't want to go off topic again, but I know they didn't change Tyler Bates or what's his name?
Trent.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
isn't Trent? He's not
wait,
signed
no,
with
no,
them
no,
no
not
more,
Trent,
right?
not Trent Seven. No, there's another UK guy they have, Ilya
Wolfgang.
Dragunov. Ilya
Oh,
Dragunov. They didn't change either of the names. Why I changed JD's name?
I was
Like
waiting to see him pop up on the
me
draft.
too. I was waiting for him to get called up, but I'm like, why didn't
Nothing,
Ilya Dragunov or Tyler B get called up?
bro.
Mm.
No idea.
Here's a quick thing. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I think the reason why I know a lot of people were expecting like Braun Breaker, Roxanne, all of them to get drafted. I think the reason why they didn't get drafted,
You can't clean house.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that if they would have gotten called up, especially if you want to do at random points, like a random call up in the middle of the year, that's
Yeah.
unexpected. And let's say if like you do like a fucking who was someone that got drafted. If he did like a JD McDonough, I don't think he would have gotten the big of a pop as a Braun Breaker, Roxanne, Cora Jade type reaction. You know what I mean?
Okay.
People are gonna be like, "Oh shit, it's JD McDonough," but it's like no one's gonna pop like the other three that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
So I think they're waiting till later on in the year to kind of like have them get called up and have a genuine reaction.
Well, Breaker's now feuding with
Mellow,
Carmelo again,
yeah. So I think that
which
that's why, also why, because it's like maybe wait till later on to have a genuine pop and have a big moment for his call up to where it's like, oh, we got drafted. We know he's gonna be on Raw and SmackDown next week. Cool,
yeah. Nah, it's
awesome.
gonna be Rumble.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Rumble
the
will be the
call up.
next time we see a call up.
I hope. I hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty hyped for
Oh,
that.
100%. I can't wait for that.
And you're
I
right. I think that match does deserve the Shifa deserves to be main event.
yeah.
It deserves to because
I
that's
think
like the bigger storyline in my opinion.
I think so. I think it's bigger than Cody and Brock.
Yeah, it definitely is, 1,000%. Because especially if you're having someone from the biggest selling artist and two people from Puerto Rico, why not? What's like? I don't get like. I
And
get
the
it.
history, bro.
Yeah,
They tagged together in his first Mania. You know what I mean? He helped him in the Royal Rumble before they had the Mania match. Then they tagged together. Then he turned on him. You know what I mean? Like they have that history together of what 2 years building up
yeah.
this match
2 years.
that they haven't really mentioned, but it's there. They'll show a video package for it.
Yeah. So that's
And
why
I
they
think
deserve
that
to be main
deserves a
evented.
main event. Yeah.
Yeah, and they deserve it. I deserve it.
We got
But
Brock versus Cody just because Brock F5'd him.
yeah, because the over a fucking spot at Mania, like, yo, that's stupid.
Yeah, like the
When
fuck.
I heard that,
That
I'm like, please don't say that's like the legit reason why. I thought it was
nah,
like more.
nah. I got no story, bro. I got no story. It's just
And they
we have
haven't
to
said
have
shit to each other the entire
Cody
time.
fight people. You know what I mean? We have to have
Yeah,
Cody fight people to
and
get back
and
to
I
the
guess we can get
championship.
into that match. We both had Damian Priest winning.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah. So Brock Lesnar is versus Cody Rhodes is the last match on the card. Anyways,
Hmm.
but I feel like during that feud, I get it. Like I get what they were trying to go for, but like I feel like
It's not main event
nothing
worthy.
was said, and I'm like, besides, oh, Brock was
Yeah.
jealous because he wasn't the main event. I'm like, cool, but
Yeah.
what else can they offer in this feud? I've
Yeah.
always said this. I said this when it first happened. I think the first storyline should have been Solo Sikoa. That made sense. I don't know why they skipped over that feud. It was right there. The story was written. If you want to have Cody finish the story, you skipped a chapter. How do you do that? And they're on different brands now. What are you gonna do? Who
Why
is he
did
gonna
you?
feud next?
Because you had the story right there in front of you. He cost Cody
Exactly.
the match. Why? Because Cody beat him on Monday and broke his undefeated streak. And you're
Exactly.
disrespecting the tribal chief. There's your story.
Yeah.
That's a main event match. Not
That's
just,
yeah.
oh, I don't like that you had the main event spot. So I
Yeah,
have
that's
five
just
minutes.
lazy writing right there, I think.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I just
One
don't like
thousand
that.
percent. 1000%, bro.
And it's
And that's why I don't think it deserves a main event match. I don't think
yeah.
it should. I really think Priest and Bad Bunny should main event.
Yeah.
And if you think
I even
otherwise, you're
have
walling.
Brock winning this match. I think Brock is winning it because
I
it's
could
if
see
you want
that.
to add more to this Cody thing where it's like, oh, he needs to finish the story, you have him lose. And I get it.
They gotta do the Cena thing
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I was gonna say like I know it's gonna resemble the Cena storyline, but it's like still like it's if you
That's the
have
only
Cody
thing you
win, what
could.
now?
Yeah, that's the only thing you could do with him. You're gonna have to have him just lose, lose, lose.
Yeah, and then building back up.
Yeah.
Maybe you have him win Money in the Bank. That's how you bring him over back to SmackDown against Roman. I guess.
Remember when he broke the internet and he was like, "Money in the Bank." You got a title shot, baby. It was like, wait,
Oh
what?
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that
I remember
shit? It
that.
was like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
because I remember, and then it was one of the pay per views they announced it. I'm like,
It was for
oh
Vegas.
no.
Remember, he was doing like the Vegas commercials. And
Yeah,
he was
he definitely
like,
messed up. He messed up, and I think that was the last time we saw it. I think they showed like
hell
one other
yeah.
time.
And I remember when we were in Vegas, they had a little truck rolling around with the Money in the Bank logo on it, like around
That was for
T-Mobile.
SummerSlam they aired it, right?
No, they aired the
Wasn't
Money
that
in the
oh, that was in
Bank.
Nashville. What was in Las Vegas that they showed it at?
What do you mean?
But you said it aired at
Yeah,
Las Vegas.
no, yeah, the Money in the Bank was in Vegas in July.
Oh, okay, that's okay,
But
okay,
when I
okay.
went for Double or Nothing, there was a truck outside with the Money in the Bank like poster on it, and
Okay.
he was just going around. Cause they knew wrestling fans were gonna be there. They were like, "We
Yeah.
gotta promote our show too. Fuck out of here."
Yeah, is that the
Even when
only
you were in the building, I went to a concession stand.
at all
During
Double or Nothing?
during I forgot what match. It was the women's match, I believe. No, O'Reilly versus Cassidy. That was a random ass match.
You mean
Remember?
Darby? Darby.
Darby, was it Darby and
I think it was
O'Reilly?
against Darby. I'm pretty sure it was against Darby.
Darby and O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. Yeah.
Yeah, so it had to be okay. Because I remember O'Reilly was in it, and I was like, I could skip this match. I
Yeah.
thought it was Cassidy. Okay, Darby. Yeah, when I went to the concession stand, there was, you know how they have like the graphics come up and shit, and it
Yeah.
was like, Money in the Bank.
Huh.
Then they had
That's
to
funny.
hold the L, and they had to change the arena because
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
because
that.
they try to go up against UFC like dumbasses. It was like, what are you
Yeah, they went to like
doing?
a smaller arena. I
Yeah,
remember
I think
that.
they went to the MGM.
Yeah, I remember that. I
Which
remember
is
that.
fine, but like they
You should have
went through
thought of that
all that
before.
they went through all that trouble of spending all that money on advertisement and shit to then change the venue.
Location. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah,
I
I
think
think maybe that's what they do with him, Money in the Bank. Maybe that's what he was supposed to do last year.
maybe. I mean, I don't
Uh,
know. Maybe I gotta. What did he do on Money in the Bank last year? Was that after? Oh, he was injured. He was
he was
injured.
injured.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Um.
scared with this match too, because that dude
It's like he won.
made a glass. It looks like right now
No,
he
I don't
has
think so. I don't think so. But I do think that if like
injured in
Brock
A
Lesnar,
injured in AEW, got better, came back for the one ladder match, came to WWE, got injured 3 months later, and was out for almost a year.
yeah, But
We don't
that
need a Bobby Fish situation.
I
We
feel
don't
like
need Brock to throw him and something dislocate. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
what I was just gonna say. Like I think one move from Brock Lesnar, and I hope he doesn't get injured. But that could possibly happen. I mean, like who knows? I hope it's not like a 5 to 10 minute match because I feel like lately a lot of Brock Lesnar matches are like 5 to 10 minutes. I remember the one at Elimination Chamber because Bobby was like fucking a bathroom break. I literally went upstairs, came back down. I was like halfway over. I'm like, how the fuck
yeah.
is that? That doesn't make sense. But like, I hope it's not like a 1, 2, 3 over with type thing. Give it like at least 10 minutes or about 10 minutes if you're gonna make a
Facts.
legit match.
Yeah.
And
100%.
just that's one thing I was scared of. Like, I hope one move from Brock doesn't take out Cody.
Nah, facts.
That was the thing I was worried about. I'm like, shit.
Cause
But I hope not.
Cody's just, I don't know, man. Lately, even when like they had him fighting every Raw leading up to Mania, and
Yeah.
there was one match he had with Corbin, and he like jumped at Corbin and like overshot it. And I was like, yo, if you got fucking injured before Mania, homie, like you better stop your shit.
Yeah.
Like, come
I,
on,
th- I
relax.
think adrenaline was in his soul, no pun intended. But I was
This
like,
fucking
I think
guy.
yeah, a lot of adrenaline running in there. Um,
Yo.
but that's how I was. I remember that the time he had like I remember that from Mania. I was like, shit.
Yeah, like
One,
3 weeks in a row was against Corbin. Then he started fighting with the bloodline. I was like, yo, if you get injured, bro,
yeah, that's on you, man. I
that's
don't.
gonna be tough.
Yeah, and I hope he doesn't get injured now. It's not the right
Nah,
time
nah,
to get.
nah. I think he should be good.
Yeah,
Brock is safe. If you've looked, Brock is safe, man.
the
He
only
if
thing
he likes you, he's gonna protect you.
I think the only person that it looked like he was going to injure was Bobby because the whole thing with
And that
Bobby was
was
landing.
Bobby. That wasn't
Yeah,
on Brock.
yes, I
It
was
was
gonna say like his Bobby landed fucking weird every single time taking
why is
that
he
the
landing like that?
suplex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
hope
I think Cody would be fine.
yeah. Hopefully everything turns out good. I think Brock should win. But that's also my opinion. I think you gotta do the John Cena thing with Cody. You gotta have him lose.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
losing,
yeah. Let him
keep
lose a little
losing.
bit, man. He came in hot. He was undefeated. You know what I mean? Like he was walling out. Let him get a loss here and there.
Yeah, you got a loss at Mania. You can get a second one in a row.
Exactly. And then
Again, it's not the
against
end of the world.
Roman and Brock,
Yeah,
you don't really lose momentum because look at who you lost to.
exactly. It wasn't like he was losing to fucking Corbin every week. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be a different story, but that's not the case.
Yeah. Facts.
So just be glad he's losing to these guys instead of fucking some random person.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think Brock is gonna win too. Just to keep the story going.
Yeah.
I wonder who he's gonna face next. Because I think this is gonna be just a one-off thing with Brock.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think it's gonna last a while. Again, he should have been feuding with Solo, but that's a whole different fucking topic,
Yeah.
discussion. But I really wonder who Cody Rhodes is gonna feud with next. I
Saudi.
wonder who.
Saudi. He's gonna be in that title picture.
But
He's
yeah, it's
gonna
fucking
lose
yeah,
though.
the tournament. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna lose though.
Ooh, maybe that's how. Yeah, maybe that's the next thing. He probably gets to the finals, and Cody loses to whoever is in the final with
Maybe
him, probably Rollins.
somebody costs him the match
Yeah,
and builds up for another feud. You know what I
maybe
mean?
that's the
Like
Solo thing. Maybe Solo
maybe
comes out and costs him the match again. Where
Solo.
it's like
What
you
a
cost me
guy.
my streak, I cost you 2 title matches.
Yeah. Say what up. Say
Yeah,
what up.
say what? Yeah, yeah. And then they could probably like continue feuding on each other's shows. They don't have to go to Raw or SmackDown. Maybe like via satellite, so that way they're not there
Yeah.
to make it make sense. Because the whole point is like you got to stay on Raw, you got to stay on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're
Exactly.
showing up on Raw, the other brand, it's like what the fuck are you doing?
What's the sense?
Yeah. So just do it via satellite to make it make sense a little bit, and then just continue that story. I think it's sometimes it's cooler when like that happens where like you're not seeing them face to face; they're only talking to the camera, like to them through the camera.
Yeah.
And then it's like I feel like that makes it more important. I mean,
No.
we
Yeah.
barely get those
It adds
stories.
more to it.
Yeah, we barely get those stories, but like you said, it adds more to it. So I don't think it would be that bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Brock winning this.
Yeah. But I got Brock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna be wrong. Cody's gonna win.
I gotta hope not. I hope not. Yeah, I really hope not. But yeah, that was literally the entire card of
Yes,
Backlash. It was only
sir.
7 matches. We ran through that. Any last thoughts on Backlash before we end it off today?
Bad Bunny and Priest main event.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
gonna be
Triple H,
that's gonna be
do it,
match of the night.
man.
That's gonna be match of the night.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like it
think
is.
so.
It has to be.
God,
Yeah,
God,
gotta be, gotta be. I guess we could just wrap it up there.
yeah.
This has been episode number 116 of the Ring Fanatics podcast, the Backlash predictions. Go subscribe to our channel and all our other platforms on social media.
Yes,
I
sir.
am Nick, your host. With me is Joel, and we will see you guys next time.
Catch ya.